My friends, now I ain't talking about no random dude on the street. I'm talking about a man who's really into you. A man who sees more than just your looks. When a man is feeling you for real, not just in the moment, but in the soul, his body language will tell on him every time. He won't even realize it, but you will. When a man touches your upper back, it's not just a random or casual gesture. It speaks volumes about how he views you and what he feels for you. This kind of touch is subtle, respectful, and protective. It's not the type of touch that's meant to draw attention, and it's certainly not the kind that comes from lust or surface level attraction. Instead, it reflects a deeper kind of care. A man who sees you as someone worth looking after, someone he wants to lead, support, and stand beside. You'll notice this touch in moments when you're walking together and he gently places his hand on your back to guide you through a crowd or as you walk into a room. He doesn't push or pull. His hand is just there, calm and steady, showing that he's present. That one simple motion says, I'm right here. It's about making you feel safe without him saying a word. It's protective, not possessive. There's a difference, and a real man knows it. When a man uses that kind of touch, he's also paying attention. He's aware of your space, your pace, and your presence. He is not leading you like you're behind him. He's walking with you. That hand on your back says, I'm with you, I'm beside you, and I've got you. It's a leadership gesture, but not in a controlling way. It's about guidance, not dominance. It shows he's willing to take responsibility and that he wants to be a part of your journey, even in small steps like crossing a street or walking into a restaurant. It's also important to recognize how natural this move is when it's real. A man who feels genuinely attracted to you, who sees more than your physical beauty, will do these things without even realizing it. It's instinctive for him to make sure you're okay, that you're not left behind, that you're steady. This is a sign of quiet strength, a man who doesn't need to say too much to let you know he's all in. Sometimes this type of touch happens in moments you don't even remember. You may feel it when you're laughing and leaning forward and he gently places his hand on your back. Or maybe you're getting out of the car and he instinctively reaches over to make sure you're steady. He's not doing it to impress you. He's doing it because your comfort matters to him and he wants to show it in the most respectful way. This gesture separates boys from men. A boy might go straight for the waist or the hips, chasing what he sees. But a man touches the upper back because he's already connected to something deeper. It's not about ownership. It's about assurance. He doesn't need to mark territory. He's just letting you know he's paying attention, that he's there, and that he respects where you are in the moment. When a man holds your hand, it may seem like a small gesture, but when he's genuinely attracted to you, that touch carries weight. It's not just about fingers interlocking, it's about the intention behind it. A man who's truly into you will hold your hand with purpose. It's not rushed or careless. It's gentle and deliberate and filled with a certain kind of energy that speaks louder than words ever could. This isn't the hand holding that happens because the setting is romantic or because other couples are doing it. It's something deeper, something personal. You can always tell the difference between a man who's holding your hand because it feels right versus a man who's doing it for show. When it's genuine, he lingers. He might squeeze your hand slightly or let his thumb move across the back of your hand, almost like he's memorizing the feel of it. That kind of touch isn't just physical, it's emotional. He wants to connect with you. He wants to feel close, even in silence. There's something intimate about the way his hand fits around yours, how he pays attention to the pressure, the timing, the movement. It's not random, it's intentional. When a man reaches for your hand first, unprompted, it shows he's not afraid to be seen with you. He wants the world to know you're with him, and he's with you. That's a level of pride that comes from real attraction, not just a passing interest. He's signaling something to you and to others, that he values your presence beside him. And when he holds your hand in private moments too, not just out in public, that's when you really know he's connected. It's not about appearances. It's about the feeling he gets when you're close. Even the timing of the gesture says something. Maybe you're walking together and it's quiet, and he just reaches out and takes your hand without a word. That's a move filled with emotion. It's comfort, it's affection, it's that silent, I'm glad you're here. Or maybe he holds your hand during conversation during a moment of vulnerability or laughter, grounding you, saying without words that he's present with you in the moment. Sometimes the most powerful part of this gesture is what he doesn't do. He doesn't fidget. He doesn't let go too quickly. He holds on like he means it. And that's what separates genuine interest from something shallow. When a man truly wants you, he doesn't treat your hand like a temporary connection. He treats it like a privilege. He's not just grabbing it, he's cherishing it. He may not say much, but through that one simple touch, he's telling you everything you need to know about how he feels, what he values, and where he hopes things are headed. When a man is attracted to you on a deeper level, one of the most telling gestures is the way he touches your hair. Now, this isn't the kind of move that's about control or making a statement. It's soft, subtle, and intimate. A man doesn't just reach out and play with your hair unless he feels something. That's not a casual touch. That's a moment of admiration. There's something personal about it, like he's trying to get closer to you without needing to say a word. Hair is delicate, and the way he approaches it often mirrors how he sees you. With care, curiosity, and tenderness. You might notice it when you're sitting close, and a piece of hair falls in your face. If he gently brushes it back behind your ear, he's not just moving hair. He's making a small, thoughtful gesture that speaks volumes. He's paying attention. He sees you, not just the outside, but everything that makes up the moment you're in. It's a slow, careful touch, the kind that says he's not rushing anything. He's just enjoying the presence of you. Sometimes it shows up when you're talking and he twirls a strand of your hair between his fingers while listening. That's not just flirtation. That's fascination. He's drawn in. He wants to engage with you, not just through words, but through that physical nearness. Touching your hair becomes a way to stay connected. It's as if he's grounding himself in that moment with you, staying present, letting his body express what hasn't found the words for yet. There's also something protective in this gesture. Maybe it's windy and your hair is all over the place, and he instinctively reaches out to move it from your eyes. Or you're laughing and it falls forward, and without thinking, he tucks it gently back. That's not a move that comes from someone who's only halfway interested. That comes from someone who's fully tuned into you, someone who wants you to feel comfortable, seen, and appreciated. Touching your hair for a man who's genuinely attracted to you is also about closeness. He's getting past that invisible line of personal space because he's already invested emotionally. Hair is personal. It's not something just anyone gets to touch. So when he does it softly, respectfully, and naturally, he's not just reaching out to feel a texture. He's reaching out to connect, to create a moment that feels warm, light, and meaningful. It can happen without warning in the middle of a quiet conversation or in the middle of a laugh. But when it does, there's always a pause in the air because it's more than just a gesture, it's a feeling. And it usually comes from a place he might not even fully understand yet, but one that's undeniably real. Whether it's tucking, playing, or brushing, it's not about the hair, it's about the care. When a man touches your face, it's a powerful moment that often speaks louder than anything he could say. This kind of touch isn't casual, and it's not something he gives to just anyone. The face is one of the most vulnerable and intimate places to touch. And when a man reaches out to make contact there, it means he's feeling something real. It's not about being forward or making a move. It's about appreciation. It's admiration. It's about connection. A gentle brush of the cheek, a light touch on the chin, a moment where his fingers find your jawline. These are all subtle signs that his feelings go deeper than the surface. You can see it in his eyes when he does it. That touch is usually slow, thoughtful, and almost reverent. He's not rushing, not grabbing. He's observing. He might hold your face while you talk, giving you his full attention without distractions. It's the kind of gesture that makes everything around you quiet down, because when a man touches your face like that, it means he's present. He's right there with you in that exact second, tuned into your energy, your words, your expressions. That physical contact is his way of saying, I see you, and not just your outer beauty, but everything that makes you you. Often this touch happens in moments of deep emotion, when you're sharing something close to your heart, or when you're laughing in a way that makes him feel lucky just to be near you. He might reach up and place his hand on your cheek as if to say he wants to hold the moment still. Sometimes it happens without him even realizing it, Like a reflex his heart sends to his hand. That's when you know it's genuine. It's not rehearsed or planned. It's emotional instinct. It also takes a level of trust for a man to reach out and touch your face. He knows how personal it is. He knows you're letting him in. So if he's doing that, he's already feeling something strong. He's already moved past the point of just being physically attracted. He's emotionally drawn to you. The way he touches you shows you the kind of man he is. There's care in that gesture, patience, and real interest. Sometimes he may cup your face gently, like he's holding something delicate. Sometimes it's just a thumb brushing your cheek or a finger tracing the curve of your face. Whatever the version, the message stays the same. He's drawn to you in a way that goes beyond the ordinary. He's taking time to take you in, not just as a physical presence, but as someone who affects him deeply. That kind of touch can say everything from, I adore you, to, I'm falling for you, even if no words ever come out. It's a touch that leaves a memory, something you'll feel long after the moment has passed. When a man is truly attracted to you, one of the most powerful ways he'll reach out is by touching your mind. Now, it might not sound like a physical gesture, but in reality, it's even more intimate. When a man takes time to understand how you think, what you feel, and what drives you, he's creating a bond that goes far beyond the surface. He's not just looking at you. He's listening, absorbing, and connecting with what's going on inside your head. That kind of mental connection is rare, and when a man seeks it out, it means he sees real value in who you are. When a man is truly attracted to you, one of the most powerful ways he'll reach out is by touching your mind. Now, it might not sound like a physical gesture, but in reality, it's even more intimate. When a man takes time to understand how you think, what you feel, and what drives you, he's creating a bond that goes far beyond the surface. He's not just looking at you. He's listening, absorbing, and connecting with what's going on inside your head. That kind of mental connection is rare, and when a man seeks it out, it means he sees real value in who you are. You'll notice it in the way he pays attention. He asks questions, not just to keep the conversation going, but because he wants to learn you. He wants to know what makes you laugh, what makes you cry, what keeps you up at night, and what makes you dream big. He's not collecting facts. He's collecting insight. He's trying to understand the world through your eyes. That's not something a man does unless he's drawn to more than just your body. He's reaching for something deeper. Your thoughts, your hopes, your perspective. It's in the small moments too. Maybe you mentioned a book you loved 2 weeks ago, and he brings it up later like he's been thinking about it. Or maybe you told him about a childhood memory, and he circles back to it in a way that shows he was really listening. That's him touching your mind. He's telling you without saying it directly that your words have a place with him, that what you say matters, that you matter. When a man is truly attracted to you, he starts to value your intellect, your opinions, and the way your mind works. He seeks your advice, not out of politeness, but because he genuinely wants your input. He respects the way you see things. And when he disagrees, he doesn't shut you down. He leans in. He wants to understand. He's not intimidated by your intelligence. He's inspired by it. That's a kind of attraction that builds trust and creates space for emotional intimacy. You'll also notice that he challenges you, not in a way that causes tension, but a way that shows he believes in your potential. He'll push you to be confident, to speak up, to share your ideas. He's not just listening to respond, he's listening to connect. He's not just trying to impress you, he's trying to align with you. And when that kind of connection happens, it shifts everything. Because once a man starts touching your mind, emotional doors begin to open that no amount of physical chemistry could ever reach. There's a comfort that settles in, a knowing that this is someone who sees the full picture of you and still chooses to be per. True attraction isn't always loud, flashy, or filled with obvious physical gestures. Sometimes the deepest kind of interest shows itself in the quietest ways, through respectful, non-sexual touch. When a man is genuinely into you, he's not rushing to get his hands all over you. Instead, he's focused on creating comfort, connection, and trust. He's paying attention to how you respond, how you carry yourself, and what makes you feel safe. That kind of touch doesn't need to be intense to be meaningful. It's subtle, gentle, and it comes from a place of care, not control. You'll notice it when he puts his hand on your shoulder during a conversation just to let you know he's right there with you. It's not invasive. It's grounding. It's his way of saying, you're not alone, without making a big scene. Or maybe he sits beside you and his leg brushes yours. Not because he's trying to be suggestive, but because he wants to be near you. Those moments are full of intention. They're not about physical satisfaction. They're about emotional closeness. Respectful touch also shows up in how a man gives you space. He doesn't touch you in a way that feels uncomfortable or forced. He pays attention to your body language, your energy, your boundaries. He's not trying to push past them. He's honoring them. That alone speaks volumes. A man who truly respects you knows that touch is a privilege, not a right. And when he does reach out, it's thoughtful, it's meaningful. It's about making you feel seen and respected, not exposed or rushed. It might be something as simple as a light touch on your arm when you're telling a story, just to show he's engaged. Or it could be the way he puts his hand on your knee while you're sitting together, not to provoke anything, but to connect. These touches aren't about making a move. They're about making a bond. They carry emotional weight because they're not being used to take. They're being used to give, to offer presence, comfort, and connection. This kind of touch also tells you what kind of man he is. It shows restraint, maturity, and a level of emotional intelligence that a lot of people overlook. A man who can express affection without crossing a line is a man who understands the importance of emotional safety. He's not trying to prove something or manipulate a moment. He's just showing up with honesty. And that kind of presence builds trust. When a man doesn't rush the physical part of the relationship, it shows that he's not just there for the surface. He's there for the whole of you. The respectful touches, the small, consistent, non-sexual ones, are his way of showing you that he values who you are. It means he's paying attention to your energy, not just your appearance. He's connecting with your spirit, not just your body. And that's where real attraction lies, in the space between emotional intention and physical expression. Body language is one of the most honest forms of communication, especially when it comes to attraction. A man might not always say exactly how he feels, but his body will almost always tell the truth. You don't need a love letter or a long speech to know when a man is drawn to you. Just watch how he moves, how he reacts, and how he positions himself around you. His words might be guarded, but his actions are wide open. The way he looks at you, stands near you, mirrors your movements, or shifts his body to face you. Those are the signs that reveal what's really going on beneath the surface. You can see it in his eyes first. Eye contact that lingers just a little longer than usual. Eyes that light up when you enter the room, or glances that seem to search for you even when you're not speaking. A man who's genuinely attracted to you can't help but look at you with intensity. He studies your face, watches your expressions, and his gaze holds emotion. He may not even be aware he's doing it, but his eyes are already having a conversation with you before his mouth ever opens. Then there's the way he positions himself. If a man is always facing you, angling his body toward you, or leaning in when you talk, that's not just habit, that's desire. His body is trying to close the space between you. He wants to be near you, even if it's just a little bit closer than necessary. If he crosses a room just to be by your side, or if he finds reasons to sit or stand where he can see you clearly, that's a signal. He's placing himself in your orbit on purpose, whether he realizes it or not. Mirroring is another powerful form of body language. When a man starts to unconsciously reflect your gestures, posture, or speaking rhythm, it's a sign that he's emotionally sensing with you. He's in tune with your presence. His body is saying, we're connected. It's not forced. It's instinctive. That kind of physical mirroring shows comfort, admiration, and attraction all at once. It means he's trying to find harmony between your energy and his. You'll also notice the way he touches objects when he's near you, nervous fidgeting, adjusting his clothes, fixing his hair, or touching his face. These are small, subtle signs of someone who's self-conscious because he wants to make a good impression. It's not always about confidence. It's about care. He's not trying to be perfect. He just wants to be noticed in the right way. Even how he laughs or smiles around you is revealing. A man who's attracted to you will often laugh a little louder, smile a little longer, and show genuine warmth in his expressions. He's present, engaged, and emotionally open in those moments. His body language isn't just reacting to what you say. It's reflecting how he feels about you being there.